I'm majoring in strategic communication.
Okay, and why do you want to do that? What's your plan?
I want to work for a nonprofit organization as a PR professional.
Just to further my education, get that piece of paper so I can make money and get a real job.
To learn, I guess.
To learn about, what do you want to do?
I'm studying philosophy, but I'm joining the military, so.
Getting my elementary education degree is my biggest goal in life, to finish my degree. I took a year off to teach and can't wait to be back, so I'm glad I'm here.
Well, just to get an education and become professional and help my community.
Because I want to have a good career and I want to be successful. I want to make money, but with my degree I don't think I will.
I'm not sure. I transferred from SLIC just this summer, so I haven't actually been here for more than a semester.
Okay.
So I haven't seen any difference.
Not having like syllabuses has been weird. Going into classes or getting last minute emails from my teachers saying that we're not going to have syllabus, grab it online, print it off if you want, you know.
Right.
It's interesting, but it's nice that they put the ebooks online, made that offer. I mean, I don't use them, just I like having hard copies, but other than that, I haven't really been immediately affected by it.
Right.
I don't know that I've noticed. I guess tuition's gone up, so that's noticeable.
I noticed it on campus, but I've been gone for a year, obviously, so not a ton yet, but just because my major is elementary education, I noticed it a lot in the classroom. What I spent out of pocket last year is insane, but it's worth it to help the kids, so I don't know, I think everyone's hurting, especially on campus and stuff.
I would say tuition. Yeah, it's more expensive and so it really hurts. Lucky me, like I have a scholarship, so I'm okay with that, but I see my friends like struggling to pay their tuition, so.
I noticed that tuition is a lot more expensive. That sucks. But it's okay because school's important.
I think more people should take tracks.
Influence people to ride their bikes. Like, they have a lot of bike like racks, but they're in inconvenient locations most of the time, and you know, maybe do some more patrolling, because I know a lot of people got their bikes stolen. Try and influence like people to ride their bikes or do something if they do.
Right.
I don't know, encourage that. And then, but we have such a great bus system, track system. I don't understand why people drive. It's too much of a hassle on campus here. So.
I don't know. It's pretty bad though. It's gonna help when they stop all the road construction, I guess, or when that finishes. So.
I attended Weber State one semester, and I know it was kind of a good idea how they did it. They only sold as many parking passes as there were spots. Unfortunately, there's a ton more students than there are spots here, but that's the only thing I can think of. But I don't know. There's just so many of us and just not enough space, I guess.
I think students should be encouraged to take the shuttle. I think it's a great transportation, and instead of, I do think that they need to make more parking spots, but still, like, students need to start using the shuttle, because I see it like, I only see like 3 people inside, or 5, you know, and it's supposed to be filled. So just try to do some kind of campaign or promoting students to take the shuttle.
Right.
Less construction. I've noticed that there's been a lot of construction over the past few months, even years actually, but with less construction I think that it would be a lot easier for people to find parking.
Probably my PR cases and campaigns class.
Okay, and why?
The professor seems awesome, and he's planning on using a lot of campaigns that will help us in the real world instead of focusing a lot on theories, which my last public relations class, they talked a lot about theories, and it was just kind of boring and hard to remember.
Right.
So he seems like he's going to do a really good job to equip us for the future.
Well, I just took this Power Basics class with Alan Sandomir, and he's just super passionate about it, and it's been really fun, like, learning about that kind of stuff, but with a teacher that's super interested in what he's talking about, not about whether his kids get a grade or not. It's more, I want to teach this class, I want you to learn if you're interested, and I think that's by far my favorite class so far. So
Taking a class on the Vietnam War, which I guess I'm most excited for because the other classes I'm taking this semester aren't that exciting.
I don't know, all of them. They're all for my education degree, so they're all pretty fun. They're not boring generals.
Great.
So I think all of them, anything according to your degrees when it starts getting fun.
astronomy. It's does ET exist? So I love astronomy, I love physics, so that's supposed to be my favorite class. And so far it is.
Probably Spanish 30-20. I was really nervous for it, but it's gonna be really fun. So.
Okay, cool. Why do you think it'll be fun?
Because my teacher's from Spain and she's kind of crazy and fun. I don't know, and it's just like more like conversation and more activities with other people. So it'll be less about book work and more about like interacting.
This semester, I think it was like 145, which is probably the least amount I've ever spent.
And why do you think that is?
One class, I already had the book, and then 2 classes were using the same book, and then another class is new books.
I didn't have to buy 2 books just because my friends already had them, so it was less, but if I had to, it would have been way more. I spent $326 on 3 books, but I had the other one, so I guess that's good. I still have one to buy. So we'll see. I don't know. It's expensive.
It was less than some past semesters, but more than some past semesters as well. And I guess just because I'm kind of done with all my required classes, so I'm taking classes that might have more expensive textbooks rather than just books you can buy in a regular bookstore.
So much less. I was in shock. It was like $250, and every semester in the past I've spent about $500.
Wow.
So the math textbook isn't like a book, it's just the paper, which a lot of us hate, but it's a lot more convenient. No taxes, all of it. I don't know how they did it all besides the taxes and how they're making the books, but they did a good job.
It was I spent about 220, and it was because one thing, like, because I wasn't here in the country, I was in Mexico, and so I always buy my books online before like school starts. One of my classes got canceled, and so other books, like, I'm trying to sell it, but nobody wants to buy it.
Right.
And so that's one, and also, I don't know, it seems like every year, like, the books are getting, more expensive, especially as you begin to take more upper division classes.
It was less because I had some books from previous classes that I didn't need to buy anymore. But I think I spent almost $300, and I'm taking 5 classes. But